Hi, Passionistas. How are you guys doing? My name is Amy Rossi Espanier, and I am an advanced director and member of the 2017 and 2018 President's Club. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys, our lovely new consultants, about one of my favorite topics, which is party planning. This is really one of the most important parts of your business. So when you guys are here, you have been working hard to book your parties, all of that. And congratulations, you've got parties on your books. So now what? Okay. So here's the thing. You can't just set a date with a hostess and then just expect to show up at her house a couple weeks later and expect for there to be people there, for them to be excited, ready to spend money, know what everything is all about. It's very important that we as consultants take control of this process and help our hostess to have a great party. Because what you want to do with your hostess is have her be your business partner for the evening or for the afternoon, whatever it is, and work together to have a great party. Because a great party for her is going to give her lots of really awesome hostess credits and benefits, which is typically one of the reasons most hostesses book a party. And then, of course, that is going to mean it's a great party for you because there's going to be higher sales, more people there, more guests, more potential bookings, and possibly new consultants there for you too. So that is a great party all around and makes everybody happy. So we call this the party planning process, and this is part of your job, okay? So you will occasionally get that hostess that's super gung-ho and runs off with everything, but it's very important that we take control of this process. We handle the invitations and we give our hostesses the words that we want her to use when she's talking to her friends, okay? And this is going to prep her guests to come and spend. So party planning is done through various methods and various contact times. And a little bit of this is going to depend on the hostess, but it is very important that you follow a few simple rules for this, okay? The first thing that I say is always work while you're at work. A booking is not a booking until you have a date, all right? So if you have somebody who says, yeah, I want to host a party, until you have a date on it, that's not an actual booking. But the minute you have a date is when you are going to start this party planning process, okay? So you have your consultant. She's like, yes, we're booked Saturday, February 23rd. Let's do it. Awesome. All right, step one. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to enter your party into either Pure Sale or the COO, okay? They do sync back and forth. It's ideal to put them into Pure Sale and let it sink into the queue, but if you are a queue person, you can enter it there. It doesn't really matter. And that is the reason it's really important to put our parties in there is a few different reasons. That is what the company uses to track all of our numbers. It's what your leaders use to track recognition, things like that. So, and that is not only used team-wide, but also corporate-wide. So just go ahead and get in the habit of putting your parties into the queue and Pure Sale right away. And that's also going to really help with your ordering and discount process as well. All right. All right, step two is you are going to mail her a hostess packet. When is the last time you got something fun in the mail? Never, right? Christmas maybe? When Amazon sent you something. So, some people like to email these out, but I really love to mail my hostesses a hostess packet because I think it's so fun to get something fun in the mail that's just for you. And not only is it going to be fun for her, but it is also going to show her that you're serious about your business. You're mailing her stuff. So, and we are going to have all of these documents uploaded for you in the Dropbox, in the team Dropbox, but I did just want to sort of walk you through what I have in mind. So I'll tell you what this is in a second. So the first is just our hostess letter, and that's giving just some basic information, the hostess name, the date and time of the party, and then this just sort of tells her some basic information about, the importance of inviting a lot of guests, the confidential ordering room, things like that. So this is called hostess letter, and I'm not going to walk you through all of it. You can download it, but that's what I like to put in there. The next one is the party kickoff form. And this is also available in our Dropbox, and you can find this in the queue. And this has a little bit more information to find out what is making your hostess tick, okay? So why did she book a party? A lot of hostesses book parties because they want to get free stuff. Some hostesses book parties just because they want the camaraderie. They just want to have their girlfriends over. Some hostesses book parties to help out the previous hostess. So you want to find out what her reasoning is, and then that is also going to help you when you're talking through the conversations with her. I have this party kickoff form in there as well. And then this little post-it note that I had on the front, this just says, complete the kickoff form and 40 guests in 40 minutes and take a pic and send it to me within 24 hours of receiving the packet, and I will give you 30% off an item of your choice. So I want her to open up this packet, and I want her to read it, and I want her to send me information, because that's getting her really excited. So I like to just have a little note to bring that to her attention. And then we have the very valuable 40 guests in 40 minutes document, also available in the Dropbox. And this is going to help your hostess realize that she knows way more than just her 3 or 4 best friends or her neighbors she was thinking about inviting to the party, because we want her to over-invite. Statistically speaking, only about 20% of people will actually show up at the party. So if she invites 5 people, then we have... I'm sorry, I can't do math in my head very well. But if she invites 10 people, with that's 2 guests that are actually going to show up. Okay, so very important for her to over invite, and this is going to help her with that. And then I also include a catalog, because you want her to carry her catalog around in her purse and show it to her friends in order for them to collect some outside orders. And then I like to send her some samples. So I usually have a few samples included in there, and a couple business cards too. So that is your hostess packet, okay? And all of those documents are available in our Dropbox for you. So the next thing you're going to do when you get a booking is you're going to go set up your invitations. And you need to make sure that you invite in 2 different ways. Now, what those 2 ways are may vary by the hostess, but you want to make sure that you do use 2 methods for inviting. So you can do Facebook and text, you can do text and email, you can do text and Evite, you can do text and Media Center. Just about everybody texts, so I always send my hostess a save the date text. It says, save the date, Pure Romance Party at so-and-so's house on such and such date, forward to your friends, the more the merrier. Okay. There is a document that is uploaded in the Dropbox called 5 Simple Texts to help your hostess invite her friends. And it tells you 5 different texts, when to send them out, and then replies. So I'm texting my hostess the day she books, about 48 hours after she books, to make sure she's invited her friends, and then sending her a few reminder texts along the way, asking her questions, and giving her some text that she can forward out to her friends. So again, this is our job to make sure she's inviting her friends and she's saying what we want her to say. So we need to give her the words that we want her to use. Okay. The second way that you can send out invitations is Facebook, if your hostess uses Facebook. And right now, most people are on Facebook. So I like to set up a private event, and I have all the wording. I put up banners, and then I put up little posts throughout the time leading up to the party. What I really love about Facebook is I can see when she's invited her friends. So I set it up, I tag her in, and I invite her, I tag her. I say, I've made this private event to help you invite all of your friends to your party, just so that she knows that it is private. And then if I see that she has not invited her friends within a couple of days, then I'm either messaging her or on the phone, just checking in to see what's going on. But it's a great way to know that she has actually invited people and to keep an idea of how many people are coming. So it helps you track attendance, which is really good to know. Okay. If she isn't on Facebook, there are other options. Of course, you can say, well, you know what, if you're not on Facebook, do you want to send me a list of emails? And then you can send out an email. Our Media Center has a really nice invitation format that you can use. You can also create a little text graphic that she could forward out. So there are lots. There's a new app called Hobnob. There's lots of different ways that you can invite, but just make sure you do 2 separate things, okay? Because maybe your hostess communicates primarily on text and email, but she might have a lot of friends on Facebook or whatever. So you just want to make sure that you use 2 methods for invitations, okay? All right, and so then once you have everything all set up, you're going to have your first call to your hostess. And I think it's very important to pick up the phone and call her, and be excited. It was so great to meet you at Mary's party on Saturday night. I'm really excited about our party on March 9th. I went ahead and got everything all set up for you. Have you had a chance to invite your friends? Do you have any questions for me at this time? Okay. Be really excited. Because what's going to happen between the date that she booked the party and her actual party is time passes, and sometimes the excitement starts to settle, and then she realizes she has to buy food, and she has to clean her house, and she's got to kick her kids and her husband out for a few hours. And some women are really excited about this, and sometimes this stresses some people out. So this will be very, very helpful for her, okay? And you also want to stress the importance of the no cancellations policy. So after you have confirmed the party and they have invited their friends, I simply say that I don't accept cancellations, okay? Because this is your business, and you are counting on the income from this party. And so, I say within 4 weeks, I don't accept cancellations. If something comes up, I get it, life happens, we can look at a reschedule, but I don't accept cancellations. And I let people know that I'm very serious about my business. So, and because of that, if you take your business seriously, then they're going to take your business seriously as well. All right, so let's see, interact with the guests before the party. So this is another place where Facebook is really awesome because it allows you to get in front of the guests ahead of time. And so, if the party's about 4 weeks out, then, the 3 and 4 weeks out, I'll maybe post like once or twice a week, just like a funny little meme or something like that, a little game just to kind of get people interacting. And then the week of the party, I do a post every single day. And there invite your friends posts and other little funny things, just to interact with people, get them laughing. You want them to get to know a little bit of your personality. Facebook Live is also awesome. And so that's a great opportunity to interact with your guests. Get them to invite their friends. You can do games where they'll earn raffle tickets the night of the party for inviting people, stuff like that. So that's always really good. And then stay in contact with your hostess. So this is very important as well. And again, find out how your hostess likes to communicate. Is she a texter? Is she a Facebook Messenger person? Find out what is best for her. And then I do send my hostess periodic reminders and questions. Whenever you're following up with a hostess or a guest, anyone really, it's important to ask a question with a question mark at the end, because societal norms, psychologically, she's going to feel like she has to answer, okay? So you'll notice in the 5 texts for your hostess, everything does have a question on there. And then the last call before the party. So I usually do most of my hostess calls on Monday and Tuesday for my calls that weekend. And I'm going to do a pretend hostess call with you guys. So I'm going to pretend that you guys are my hostess. So this is what I do. I arrange a time. I say, look, I need about 10 to 15 minutes of your time to talk through, our party, just to make sure everything runs smoothly. So I'm going to pretend you're my hostess, and I hope this isn't awkward, but this is how it goes, okay? So I'm like, hi, Mary, how are you? I'm so excited about our party on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to it. How many people are you expecting right now? Oh, you're expecting about 14 people. Fantastic. Well, that is a wonderful turnout. I'm really excited about that. Can you tell me a little bit about your guests? What's the age range of the women that will be coming? Okay, so most of them are in their late 30s, early 40s. Okay, wonderful. And would you say that they are mostly single, married, relationship, divorced, or is it sort of a mix? Sort of a mix? Okay, all right, great. And then are most of the women straight, or do you have some lesbian ladies that will be attending? Okay, all right, excellent. I just asked that because it does just help me make some decisions on what to show. Wonderful. Okay, and would you describe your friends as a little bit more wild or a little bit more on the conservative side? Okay, no problem. I will make sure that everybody feels very, very comfortable. Now, let me just confirm your address. Okay, and is that a house or an apartment? Okay, great. So it's a house. Okay, so if it's possible, you're going to have your guests arrive at 6:30. I plan on arriving at 7, and I want to start no later than 7:30. But since I will be arriving after most of the guests, can you save me a spot in your driveway or garage so that I can load or unload easily? Wonderful. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right. Now, just to confirm, we can't have any men or children in the house. All right. So Dad's going to be taking the kids out for the duration of the party. Perfect. Okay, good. I'm so glad. And then I do bring my own table, but I do need a private room for the ordering. So do you have like a back bedroom or an office, or just an area away from the main party that has a door that will work? Great. Okay. So now, did you receive the hostess packet that I sent you? I did want to go through the hostess rewards program with you. Yeah, so this is one of the most fun parts of having a party. So you're going to get 10% of the party as a shopping spree. For keeping your party on the original date, you're going to get 20% off an item of your choice. And, you know, if you have some outside orders, some friends who can't come, or friends from out of town, they can go ahead and place orders on the website, and that will count towards your party sales. My most motivated hostesses start their parties off with $200 or $300 added towards their party sales, and you'll get another discount for that. Does that sound great? Okay, good. So there is a few things you can do to really help me with this party. So first, since we are expecting about 14 people, you know how sometimes us ladies, we can get a little chatty. So it would be great if you can just help me a little bit with crowd control. So, you know, if some women are, you know, having a conversation, lots of side conversations popping up, trust me, I can be loud when I need to. But if you can just help me with like, hey ladies, I want to hear what Amy has to say, that would be great. How does that sound to you? Awesome. All right. And then at the end, I will meet with everybody one-on-one in the consultation room. And this sometimes can take the longest amount of time just because I really do like to talk to my clients and find out how I can best help them with what they need. So I will have some order forms out in the living room area. So while people are waiting, if you wouldn't mind just sitting with them and, you know, helping answering some questions or having them fill out the order forms so that when they come back to talk to me, we're ready to go. And if for some reason someone is not available to wait to speak with me, if you can go ahead and collect their order and their credit card information and hold on to that, you can give that to me at the end of the party. I will then be able to count that towards your party sales and towards your credits. Does that sound good? Thank you. I really appreciate that. I know some consultants like to do a raffle, like I do a raffle for a $100 gift bag or Buster Booty, something like that. So if you are planning on playing a game like that, definitely prep your hostess. I ask her to ask her guests to bring cash for any of those sorts of games just because it makes it go a little bit faster. And then last but not least, I say thank you so much for hosting a party. It really does mean the world to me. I really appreciate you know, the effort that you're taking. We're going to work together to make sure this is a really successful party for both of us. So thank you so much. You will hear from me the day before just to confirm our final head count. And just FYI, don't be concerned if for some reason you do get some last minute cancellations. That's very, very normal. Don't let it discourage you. I'm very used to it. What I found is typically some people cancel at the last minute, but then there's a few people that usually jump on. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much for hosting with me. I'm really looking forward to our party. All right. So that's how I do my hostess call. And that's the one that I do just a few days before the actual party. So those are the essential steps for party planning. Okay. So I'll just review them with you. So the first is enter your parties into the COO. The second is take control of the invitation process. Get the invitations out. Follow up with your hostess. Keep her excited. And then the last piece is thanking your hostess and the follow-up at the end. So make sure that you write a handwritten thank you note. Again, it's a lost art to receive something in the mail, doing a phone call with her the day after the party and thanking her as well. So all of these steps are also detailed step by step, one by one on our partyplanning.pureromance.com website. And that will take you through. And I recommend that you just go through that step by step with each party that you book until this becomes natural for you. That is all that I have for you guys on party planning. I hope that you found that to be very helpful. Following these simple steps is going to help make your parties be more profitable, be more fun, be better attended, increase your party sales, and just make it a more successful business for you. So thank you for joining me for party planning.